Mister.
Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is a preview lap guide for Goodwood Motor Circuit. I'll be using the Lexus RCF GT3 prototype, and this is just to get a feel for the track and to give you an idea of where you should brake and where you should start turning and where you should start accelerating. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this started. So this turns a little weird. You've got a long sweeping right-hander, but the braking point isn't exactly noticeable. So for this turn, you want to actually brake in between the 50-meter mark and the first apex. As you're braking, you want to get yourself closer to the left side of the track, and once you slow down enough, you can then start to turn even more to get yourself lined up with the apex, and you can start going at nearly full throttle. As you're going through the turn, you can then just do a brief amount of throttle control to make sure that all four of your tires stay on the track. You'll want to brake nice and early for this turn. So because you have this turn right here, and then you have a sharper turn immediately after, you want to slow down very early so that way once you complete the turn, you're already on the right side of the track. Because once you're on the right side of the track, you want to then brake just before the piece of path that's on your right ends. Make sure you slow down a lot through this turn so that way once you pass the apex, you're still kind of just hanging on the left side of the track. If you do that, you can then just fully accelerate and you can go as wide as you want as long as you're staying on the track. The next turn is pretty sharp, so you'll want to brake nice and early for this turn as well. But once you pass the apex, you want to just very slowly accelerate your way out, because if you accelerate too fast, you'll find yourself going off track almost immediately. Once you complete the turn, you can then go at full throttle. Start to brake when the path on your left ends. You want to do most of your braking right here, just braking as much as you can. That way, once you're going through the turn, you can then input just a little throttle and a little braking where you need it. And that way you can just pass the last apex and then just go at full throttle. For this chicane, start to brake when you're passing the official stand that is on your left. You want to do most of your braking right here, and then just do some accelerating. That way you can get your car aligned to just barely pass by the apex that's on your right. Just barely after you pass the first apex, you want to do some braking right away and then let it go almost immediately after. That way you can get your car to spin a little and you can get your car to rotate around the second apex. And once you're nearly done with that turn, you can then fully accelerate and you should be good to go. And that's all for the guide. I hope you found it useful. Non-commentary versions coming up, but anyways, this is Mr. MCA, the world's most okay player, and I'll see you in the next video.